Hello Irfan, welcome to Every Life Chat with UI.
Hello.
And could you just begin by telling us about your character in the film Madari?
I cannot tell you about my film, about my character, because whatever we have to say is there in the trailer, and I don't want to reveal much. Otherwise,
Okay.
what will you get out of it?
Uh-huh.
Why will you watch cinema?
Right.
Yeah.
We have heard he's an underdog of sorts who.
No, he's a normal guy who doesn't want to, doesn't invite any kind of conflict, and whatever the system, is there, he's okay with it. He's a perfect guy, and who's perfect in the sense he's a perfect voter, ideal voter, whatever he says about himself. He's an ideal voter, and he's not interested in any kind of conflict. He just wants to take care of his immediate problems and support his family and raise his kids.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a simple guy,
Right.
happy, go lucky.
Uh-huh. We've also heard there are some parallels drawn to Arvind Kejriwal. Is there any truth to those rumors, or those are
That
just
that is done by your community,
okay?
journalists who have somehow made this story, which has nothing to do with anybody, any real life character.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, it is the story is ignited, inspired by real life incident, but has nothing to do with any real life
Okay.
character.
Right. So you're also co-producing the film.
I'm a creative producer rather.
Oh, okay. But what kind of a story was it that you were confident
There
enough
was
to
few
produce?
incidents
Uh-huh.
which were very interesting,
Uh-huh.
and we thought it's worth exploring
Okay.
these incidents around that incident.
Mm-hmm.
And then we started exploring it, and then we thought there's an interesting story which we could share with you.
Mm-hmm. So any other aspects of filmmaking that we would see you delving in, like now that you've turned a producer, maybe a director?
Oh no, it's not there. It's not my cup of tea, Ganeshi. I haven't thought about it, and I don't think I have an ability to do multitasking. For director, you have to keep track of so many departments at a time. And
Right.
I'm a single track.
Mhm.
And I love whatever I'm doing, so I would rather explore what I'm enjoying.
Right.
And future का किसने क्या देखा? I have no plans.
Mhm.
If you ask.
Right. So as a producer, what were your inputs in the film? How was it?
Exploring the subject,
Mhm.
finding the right writer for that,
Right.
and once the script was ready, and then find the right director
Mhm.
and the team around it.
Okay. He's known for his action.
It's a thriller. It's a
Okay.
thriller. It's a action-packed thriller. Where, but there are why the story is unusual, because it has a very strong emotional story
Right.
going besides it.
Mm.
So it's the mix of drama and thriller.
Okay.
So and it's emotionally volatile.
Mm-hmm. Right. So, given the fact that you've been working with Nishikant, even you worked with him earlier, so how much have you seen him evolve as a director over the years? Now that you've worked with him again.
I think when he started, he was making very personal stories, and which was only was coming from concern. Then he dwelled into a kind of he made films for a larger audience,
Right.
of course, and that's where he's trying to go. He's trying to address bigger, larger mass audience.
Mm-hmm. Your character in Mumbai Meri Jaan was again a sort of a person who would never, be important otherwise in a plot line, but he suddenly becomes this important guy. So, do we expect to see something similar in Madari,
No.
or is the character complete?
Long back, and it was a part of many tracks, and this is a story about
Right.
Mr. Nirmal.
Uh-huh.
His name is Nirmal.
Yeah.
And this is it's a story about him.
Mm-hmm. Again, we have heard rumors that again you say it's from our own community, but then about an item number being included in the film.
No.
There's no item number.
There's a song which is a part of the film. The only thing which happened was to do lip sync and to do lip sync with me.
Okay.
That was the last minute decision.
Oh.
But the song was always there in the film, and it's a part of climax. It's a very important part of the movie. But lip sync was something which was
Right.
so for the album for music channels, I did the lip sync. It was in a movie.
Oh, okay. How was the experience like?
Great, fantastic.
Uh-huh.
Stunning. And I insisted that I want to do it. I suggested first, then I
Right.
insisted that we do it. Let
Right.
me do it.
Right. So you've always maintained that you love romantic films and you want to act in one. So when do we see you do an out-and-out romance?
Just after this film, don't worry.
Okay.
Just after this film, I'm doing one film which is humorous and a little bit romantic. After that, more romantic.
Okay. Tell us something more about that.
The next film which I'm starting is it's called Hindi Medium,
Oh, yeah.
and it's a humorous film. It's about submission.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's a little bit of romance.
Okay. And the other one that is a complete romantic film.
That will be announcing. We'll announce it.
Right. Alright. So how was the experience working with Tom Hanks? Something that we all want to know.
Wonderful, excellent.
He wrote your letter for you.
Yeah, he welcomed me with that
Uh-huh. Yeah, he did.
by saying that I wish we had more scenes.
Mm-hmm.
But, anyway, we will say farewell together.
Yeah,
Kind of thing.
that you will.
And that's he's a very warm guy. Love is warm.
Right.
Very few actors have that kind of warmth.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he still has that kind of space in people's heart,
True.
respect for him, because he brings out a very interesting point of view
Mm-hmm.
when he's doing a character,
Yeah.
and there's a kind of a humanity which reflects
Mhm.
when he interprets a character. There's magical humanity in him.
Mm-hmm.
Very endearing. So he seems like he's a gifted actor. Some people,
Yeah.
they are born actors. So he has that quality.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a great experience.
Did you have these sessions discussing acting perhaps with
Never,
them?
ever.
Okay.
I haven't discussed acting techniques or acting methods, and nobody does. Nobody does. It's just that you do your job. You observe.
Mm-hmm.
When he was, when we were together acting in a scene, he must be observing me. I'm observing him, and you come to know. You understand somebody's process by observing them. You never discuss that.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a boring topic to discuss that.
Maybe difficult to put in words as well.
Yeah. And it's like there are two players in the play.
Mm-hmm. Right.
When two singers are doing jugalbandi, they don't discuss their technique.
Oh.
So they sing together,
Mhm.
and that's what two
That's how it
actors
is,
do.
Mm-hmm.
They come together, they do their part, and they collaborate, they do jugalbandi, and that's it.
Right.
They talk about different things,
Mm-hmm.
not about craft or
Yeah.
approach. They don't do that.
Mm-hmm. So you've been working there extensively in Hollywood, and you also have made quite a few movies lined up
Now you
here.
want to ask what is the difference between these two?
No. I just want to know what things have you learned over there that you've inculcated in your.
I don't know.
Mhm.
When you work somewhere, you gain experience.
Yeah.
And how that experience manifests in your other work, you don't know, and you don't analyze that.
Yeah.
Because I'm the last person who will do the analysis.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like analysis.
Right.
Analysis is something which is logical,
Mm-hmm.
and Yeah, it's you know, filmmaking, storytelling is much more than just logic
True.
or rationality.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot approach with a rational mind
Yeah.
any story or any character.
Mm-hmm.
It has to have a kind of mystery, approach which is encompassing all the aspects.
Right. So we are often, being blamed or even ridiculed for that matter for aping the West. So if you were to remake a Hindi film in Hollywood, say you were the producer of the film, which one Hindi film would you select that you think is worthy of that remake in the West?
I think there are films in the film industry uh, which are at par with any kind of par with international standards.
Mm-hmm.
So, like if you take Sholay or you take Mughal-e-Azam or Karam Hawa, Pyasa, so they are at par. So you don't need to, there's no way you can upgrade them
Yeah.
because they have reached that ultimate. What films you could make in Hollywood? I think Piku.
Interesting. That would be, I think, relatable
Yeah.
for that audience as
Piku
well.
would be. They can make a fantastic film. I think if they watch this film, if you could really have a good subtitle,
Mm-hmm.
they can even enjoy
Relate
the
to
film.
the
as well. Yeah.
film in Hindi,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
I personally enjoyed Piku a
Yeah.
lot, so yeah. And one actor apart from you, if you want to see in Hollywood, who do you think from nowadays we are seeing many actors are making their foray into Hollywood? Which
I
do
think
you think?
Arya has the potential to be a international star. Arya Bhatt.
Okay, nice.
And she is
doing
the kind of potential she has as an actor
Mhm.
is not still tapped.
True.
And you have to watch. And she'll go miles.
She's fantastic in Urta Punjab.
And again, she's a gifted
Yeah.
actress.
True. So, given that you're dividing your time between, Hollywood and how do you manage to find time for your family?
The family doesn't even have time for me.
Oh.
And I have to request them to give time to me.
Uh-huh.
So it's not a question whether I'm giving them time.
Right.
It's the other way.
Okay.
I have to beg time from my children.
That's how it goes. Right. So now कुछ हिंदी में एक प्रश्न हमारे एनडीटी के लीडर्स से. आपने बहुत यादगार कैरेक्टर्स प्ले किए हैं, आपका पसंदीदा कौन सा है?
Let me give you like from beginning. जैसे हासिल, महबूब, नेमसेक, पान सिंह तोमर, ये सारी जिंदगी, मेट्रो, पीकू, तलवार, लंच बॉक्स, maybe forgetting few.
Did you call Metro?
Metro is namesake. There was a character in treatment.
Right. So all of these characters are close.
Yeah. Yeah, like they gave me something for the other.
Mhm.
They
Do
gave
you
me
also imbibe characteristics from the character into you as a person? Does that happen while you're playing a character? Do you pick up some characteristics?
Yeah, for the film you do.
Mm-hmm.
For the film you do pick up characteristics.
No, afterwards, I mean, does that stay with you?
Yeah, few characters are so dear that they stay with you, and you want to retain them. You want to make part of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So
Any
yes,
one such character that you know?
Pansing,
Okay.
Piku.
Mm-hmm. तो मंदारी के शूट के दरमियान ऐसी कोई हुई दिलचस्प घटना जिसके बारे में हमारे लीडर्स जान सकें?
घटना, हाँ,
kind of.
Any interesting anecdotes from the sets?
See, the title was very. We didn't find the title till we shot. We were halfway through the film.
Right.
One night, I have to, I said to myself, I have to find the title anyhow. So I sat whole night.
Oh.
I made list of different titles, and because it's a difficult process to get approval from Nishika.
Okay. Right.
So I presented few titles in that film. And then my favorite was Madani. There was another title. So he sat on this for two days or so, and he said, Madani is good.
So why Madari? Is the character the played or the one who's...
It's a metaphor.
Okay.
It's a metaphor. It's a puppet and puppeteer.
Yeah, that's what I mean to ask.
It's
I mean,
like
is
Madari
there-
and Jamure. So we have to find who's the Jamura, who's the Madari.
Okay.
Sometimes in real life, we have the system, people who are running the system are Madari, and you are the Jamuras. So that's how.
And sometimes
Yeah, sometimes, somebody comes and he takes things in his hand, he becomes the Madari. System can become the Jamura.
So dark characters play करने के बाद खुद को refresh कैसे करते हैं?
Dark character, मुझे याद नहीं कौन सा dark character की बात कर रहे हैं.
Any characters that's intense. So how do you get out of that space?
No, when you're doing a character, you don't get out of that. You remain in that space. And once the film is over, you're out of it.
कोई ऐसा
And our films doesn't demand a kind of involvement where you need a therapist to take you out from that space. Hollywood cinema, when they give you a character, you need to go so deep that you need, an external. Sometimes you need an help from outside to take you out from that space. Art cinema is not so demanding.
Right.
As far as exploration of a character is concerned, we don't go so deep. And we don't write that kind of complexity.
And why do you think of that?
I don't know, you find out.
ऐसा कोई रोल जो आप करना चाहते हो पर अब तक किया ना हो?
There are many real life characters whom I want to play. They are inspirational characters, they are wonderful complex characters in this. But I cannot name them because I want to play them.
Any biopic that you would want to?
There are so many.
But
There are
you'd
so
have to
many.
name.
I can't name them because if somebody gets the right, if I don't get the right.
Right. Okay. I guess, yeah. That answers most of it.
All right. Thank you
Thanks
so
a
much.
lot.
Thank you, Ankita. Take care.